High school was supposed to be a new chapter in life. For me, it became a test of endurance. I had no choice but to join a government school. And things there were crazy. Kids were violent. They were verbally abusive. Sometimes, even physically. It was there that I heard words I didn't understand. Words so harsh they made me shrink inside myself. There was a group of 5 or 6 boys who ruled the class. They could pressure anyone to follow them, and if you refused, it wasn't safe. I kept to myself. I hardly spoke to anyone except for a couple of other quiet kids like me. But even in my silence, I earned a kind of respect. The rowdy boys called me a spy because I always stayed alert. Teachers noticed my seriousness too. So most of the time, I was left alone. But being left alone didn't mean I was safe. I saw things that disgusted me. I witnessed fights. I witnessed intimidation. I felt powerless to stop it. And I couldn't tell anyone, not the teachers, not my family. There was no protection, and reporting often made things worse. One morning, during assembly, a boy from that rowdy gang suddenly grabbed me in a way I was completely unprepared for. It happened so quickly that I barely had time to react. And just like that, he vanished into the crowd. The entire school was there. But in that chaos, no one noticed. And I realized something very important. Even in a room full of people, you can feel completely alone. I remember thinking, what would have happened if anyone knew I was different? If they had known I was gay? I shudder at the thought. Survival meant staying quiet, staying invisible, protecting myself in every possible way. I learned to endure, to observe, to hide, to survive. And I want to say this to anyone who's going through something similar. You are not weak for feeling scared. You are not alone, even if it feels like it. There are ways to survive safely by finding at least one trusted friend or adult. Silence sometimes is a strategy, not a failure. High school can be cruel, but your strength comes from how you survive it, protect yourself, and eventually carry those lessons forward. I survived, and so can you.